Let us start with you, Mr. Vice President.
Yes.
You played an important role as the negotiator in the post-war conflict between Muslim and Christians in your homeland of Sulawesi. And you also initiated peace talks in Abidjan, and you were also involved in the negotiations between the US, the Afghanistan, and the Taliban. So you really have experience from many, many conflicts. And I would like to ask you, what emerging trends would you identify in peace mediation? You know, some commentators have said the time of the big peace agreements, like the Helsinki Accords or the conflict in Aceh, are over. Would you agree with that? Is the time of the big peace agreements over? And what, or not? What lessons have you learned? Please, for your intro statements of 5 minutes.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for all and friends of the countries. First of all, thank you for your occasion. Now we are here in Brussels to talk about peace, but the other side of the world, the north, the Ukraine, Russia, the north, Palestina, Israel, and many countries don't have conflicts. This is why I think very important to talk about peace now on, how to do that. Let's share the experiences in friendly countries, Indonesia, Colombia, and many countries to share how to do peace and how to be said concerning about how to mediate of the country. You're talking about last trend. I think talking about the conflict, let's see in perspective. I mean, what conflict? In my experience, there are minimum 3 types of conflict. First, state and state, like Ukraine, Russia, and many in Palestina and Israel, and Libya and Iraq before. And state with community. For the nation like Aceh, is the nation state, and there are part of the Indonesia. Community, like what we talk about Kosovo, is Ambon. In Indonesia, when we are independent, so for 75 years, 78 years now on, there are around 15 conflicts, big conflicts, I mean, minimum 1,000 have died. And 10 of the 15 is because inequality. Inequality in economy, in social and politics. I mean, part of them usually inequality. And many say, oh, that is a religion's conflict. No. Not religions involved, and now more. But why they conflict? Because in equality in politics. Because implementation of new democracy, American democracy or European democracy, who will be practiced in Indonesia, direct is there are no harmony and making conflict. And why religions easily to make conflict? Because if you are on the name of religions, no one neutral. Islam and Christians, all Islam going to the other side and Christian the other side. But not because of it, because politics. As the same as Palestinian Israel is not about Islam and Jews, because politics. Like in Iraq, or the other sides, it's politics, because America will implement democracy according to it, and getting the conflict. And religions involved to make a solidarity. This is how it happened. And And how? My experience is good. About mediators. If community and community and mediators is the third person, state. That's why when I am vice president, I do that as mediator because community and community on behalf of religion. But the problem is politics. Yeah. And this is one. I mean, if, like, about Aceh, because states versus communities or the part of the countries, this means the mediator should be the third person. That's why we appointed the late of President Artisan from Finland to be mediator. Because I cannot be mediator, because I am vice president of the countries who have a conflict with part of Indonesia. This is, of course, very easier. How to be mediators? Mediators should be first take care of neutrality. Very neutral. You don't both. Yes. And knowledge. You should have knowledge about the roots of the problems. That's why should be like that. And you need brave young man or the man. Because if you will solve problems in, let's say, in Palestine or Ukraine, you cannot make it proceed in Brussels. You should go there to see. You do that. You have to love brave to, and because in any conflict, many risks. That's why the third thing. And all historical, why this happened. Sometimes there's somebody has to recount, and they don't know what problems. And just coming and it's not. It should be, when I mediate the problems for Indonesia, this religion, I have books around maybe 20 books about different regions. I know the history, I know the people, who is. And you do it very personal. And you should make a dignity for all. What happened? You don't make it the other thing. Dignity for all, making dignity for all. And trend of the still there, still same. It depends on what problem of conflict. If state by state, of course, different. State with community, state with part of countries, should different. If you solve about Ukraine and Russia, it should be maybe UN or many head of the countries in certain countries or of that. That's why we have very like President Dari, we're fighting to be mediation between Iranian governments and Aceh peoples, Aceh part of Indonesia, and they successful that. But if the community as community, regions in a region, should be the state will be mediation. This is the problem. We should make it like this to solve the problem. And why, for instance, thank you for European Union to assist to help Helsinki dialogue. Why this success? First, because